here in this building that your Chromebook comes to class fully charged, of course, except PE and maybe some of the other electives that have told you that you don't need your Chromebook. But otherwise, you need to bring that Chromebook, and it needs to be charged every day. If the teacher says we're not using them today, that's fine. You can put it away under your seat. But I expect when I walk around classrooms and I visit, if the teacher is running a lesson that involves technology, I expect you to have yours, and I expect it to be charged. The one young man that I talked to yesterday had taken his home the night before to do some homework and must have used it a lot and run out of charge, and then in the morning didn't get it completely charged, and now by sixth period he had to put his laptop back up on the cart to charge. So remember, if you need to take your device home, remember that's only for homework purposes. You will check it out with your seventh period teacher, use it at home, and then first thing in the morning when you get to college prep, you need to charge that back in to get it charged, plug it back in to get it charged so you can use it for the day. Number 2, summer language arts and math work. Some of you probably thought that I have forgotten about this, but I wanted to just get on and give a reminder. On Monday, all the students that were given to me on my list by language arts and math teachers will be receiving one final notice from Mr. Harsha. That notice will inform you, I'm giving you a little bit of a preview here, that note will let you know that if by Wednesday I don't have your summer work turned into the front office, you will start having lunch detentions until I get it. So please understand, when I said back in July and the first week and the second week and now the third week of August, that the expectation is that every single student turns in their math and English summer work, that's what I meant. So you've had plenty of opportunities with your teachers to get that turned in. Some of you have, and I appreciate you. We've tried to make sure that we recognize you and for being on top of it, but we also are going to have some consequences for the students that have not turned it in. So again, Monday you'll get a note from me. By Wednesday, if I don't have it, expect to have lunch detention every day with me until we get that turned in. So maybe it would be a good idea to knock that out this weekend so you don't have to go through all that next week and you can have lunch with your friends. Number 3, today our focus in the hallways is going to be our core 4 expectation of being safe. I have noticed, likely because some of you have been starting to go through the tardy policy program and getting some consequences, I have noticed a little bit of a sense of urgency about students getting to class on time, which is a positive. However, I also have seen some students who are waiting too long, taking their time, maybe talking with some friends, and then when that 60-second bell rings, they are wanting to run to class. So I want to make sure that everybody hears from me. There is never a time at Belzer Middle School during the school day where you should be running in the hallways. Not ever. Because you are running late to class does not mean that you are going to put your safety and the safety of other people in jeopardy. So teachers, as I have always asked of you, please be out in the hallways today, making sure that we're encouraging students to walk and to stay to the right. And I would also encourage teachers, if you would today, maybe throughout your day, try to make it a point to grab 3, 4, 5 different students throughout the day who are staying to the right. They're using appropriate language and volume for the hallways. They are moving on their way to class, walking as they're supposed to. Just pull them aside, thank them for doing the right thing, and write down their name. If you have the app on your phone, you can issue them a hero point right from there. If you don't, you can go back to your desktop and issue them. But today our focus is going to be safety, particularly in the hallway. So that's going to be my goal today, to find some students. Students, we will be on the lookout for appropriate behavior. Last and not least, I know a lot of students have been worried about IDs, particularly because tonight Lawrence Central High School has their home football opener, and they have, we talked about this earlier this week, middle school students must have an ID to show that they are in fact a Belzer student, and please remember also that you must be accompanied by an adult. That is not a Belzer rule, that is not just an LC rule, that is now a Lawrence Township District rule. So please understand, if your parents are just going to drop you off on the curb and tell you to go to the game, maybe that's what you used to do, understand you are not going to be permitted in without an adult. So you need someone over the age of 18 who is going to accompany you in. We'd love for you to come out to the game. They've even got a special section there where middle schoolers can sit in the new stadium, check out the new end zone building and all the facilities that we are fortunate to have across the street. Middle school athletes, student athletes who are going over there tonight, I'm sure your coaches and Mr. Connors have already told you this, but I want you to hear it from me. Please remember that there is a lot of responsibility when you put on that Belzer shirt and go across the street. the way that you act, the way that you treat others, the way that you interact with your peers over there is a reflection on our school, on our teachers, on your parents, on your team, on me. So I have very high expectations for your behavior. I can't wait to go over there this evening and celebrate Lawrence Central's facilities and their team and a great football game on a beautiful Friday night. So let's make sure we help make that an awesome night. If you do choose to go to the game, make sure that you're on your best behavior. Come see me, say hello. If you have any questions, come let me know. Hope everybody has an awesome Friday. That's all I've got. Let's make it a great day.